We're doing something. The next page is. I'm telling you that the Public Funds Act is these funds are covered by the depository bank in reference to the CD that matured on September 15th. First Community no longer offers the 19-month CD as they did when we renewed it in May, but this CD of the $1,015,741, it did renew for 18 months at 1%, which was the highest rate. The 24-month was also at 1%. And the next maturing CD is December 1st.
December 1st.
The next page is.
I'm sorry. So all these rates on these CDs, none of them are higher than 1% on anything. Probably, is that correct?
Correct.
John, you remember the one that had some options for us?
I've communicated whether it just hadn't been appropriate to get over here.
Had no, I mean, it only get just 1%.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
She implied to us there's other investment options that are kind of within the realm of what public debt is.
But depending on the length of time that you discuss with her, there's been a lot of changes in the investment environment. But yeah, I'm sure. You just have to be sure that the investment policy allows to invest in whatever that product she might offer.
Right.
Thanks for
Right now, much, but it's more quite a bit.
So the deposit, according to the bank, there's $250,000 FDIC coverage, and they have pledged a security. It's a Fannie Mae of $4,008,000, which is their open pledge, $1,214,547. And you can find the description of the Fannie Mae. It's a AAA bond, and you go by the market date. Next, we'll have the amendment to the budget. What we have is the actual 11 months, October to August 2012. And then I just projected what we would receive in September, or what our expenses are going to be in September. And so that came up with the projected total. And this is what I recommend that the amended budget be. So, income for the 11 months is $508,000. We projected that we'll receive from ETMC the surgery payment, the EMS rent 2 months, obstetrics payment, interest income of $3,000, ad valorem taxes $2,200. And so our total projected income for the year $522,955. So if you turn to the next page, I recommend in the budget, these are the line items that need to be amended. We're going to increase the tobacco revenue. We budgeted $17,686.50. I recommend that you increase that by $10,250. That you lower interest income by $20,538.30. You increase residential rental by $2,500, and you increase ad valorem taxes collected $2,956.58, which is a net decrease in total income of $4,831. And then going down the expenses, a decrease to the tax district expense, audit fees of $1,000, increase level of professional by $4,947.44, increase insurance, and so on and so forth. That would amend the budget to be exactly, or as close as we can get it, to the actual expenses for 2011 and 12. So,
I'm sorry.
No, that's all.
I noticed in the deposit detail for August, the payment for surgery and women's center. Isn't that a quarterly payment?
No.
It's monthly?
The rent.
The 17.5 is quarterly. and the CPI score.
Make a motion to approve the amended budget as so presented by Mr. Murchison.
I'll take that motion.
I think he made it very clear how he's doing this. There were just so many unexpected things when, you know, the nursing school, tuition, et cetera, and
So,
the interest income was so low, et cetera, but he's got it balanced extremely well. Very well. So, we have a motion and second and more discussion. All in favor, raise your hand, please. That's unanimous, one.
All right, so proposed for 2012, 2013, basically the CPI gets maxed out, so it should stay the same. The surgery center should stay the same. The ETMC, 70,000 a year will stay the same. You know, we don't really know about the tobacco, but we budgeted the same as if we received in 11 and 12, 27,000 and 37,12. The EMS rate $900 a month, 10,800. Obstetrics payment will be the same. Interest income, that's, you know, it's kind of, I'm just assuming it's going to stay at 1%. So I just took the just increased it by $1,275 for just the increase. I just estimated that. So total income for 12 and 13 to 521,000 compared to 522 for the year before. Expenses, of course, we don't know. We audit fee assumed to be the same or somewhere there close. Tax district expenses, legal and professional 13,000, insurance 7,800, repairs 1,300. That's basically always on the EMS building, specifically the doors and so forth. But election expenses, you know, the tuition, I guess we actually did agree to, if the people are passing, we will do the tuition again. Now, am I correct? Is it going to be 7,500 or is it going to be 15,000?
you have to address that, we probably, y'all have a committee, I think, Carol.
Yes, Carol has it.
We had some other requests for some funding for some other girls who are doing other ARIA programs other than the ones we went to college. And we probably ought to, at some point, get together some kind of standard policy of kind of how we're going to do this and get a plan. What we've been doing is just doing it every time students ask, granting them some random number that seems appropriate. But we probably ought to kind of get a written policy of our support for nursing students of both in the RN and the OBS program, just so that it's kind of, we don't have to rethink it every time. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm certainly for supporting the students and that are providing health care.
Is that we have 7,500 right now, that's what the budget for next year, is that what you're talking about? Or actually increase it, that would increase that budget by that amount and come to the standard policy, right?
I don't know, what did you all decide? You said you were going to a semester, a year, you all remember?